Larry's stuck with Boris, aka the human equivalent of a sedative, who's been uttering the word risky so frequently that I'm surprised he hasn't legally changed his name to Boris Snoozefest Zhukov. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that this guy had a wrestling career that didn't put audiences to sleep. Boris looks like he raided the prop department of a bad 80s fantasy movie. His head belongs on a miniature wrestler's body, but somehow it's attached to a fully grown man's frame. It's like Hornswoggle's long-lost cousin, but without the charm. I've seen some weird stuff in my life, but this takes the cake. Meanwhile, Larry's chatting with Sergeant Slaughter, who's on a mission to bring justice to the good old United States of America. Slaughter claims to know who the fans are rooting for, but I think he means the ones who were just cheering on the Nazi sympathizer and Hitler fanboy. He hands Larry a mini American flag, which is a nice touch, even if it does make Larry look like a kid in a 4th of July parade. Security's getting a workout, clearing the way for Sarge, while Boris is over here running the ropes like a solo hamster on a wheel. The America's Championship is on the line, and I'm wondering if that includes both North and South America. Boris looks like he's about to melt into a puddle of sweat, which would make him the perfect representative for Chile, especially if he's been snacking on those infamous hot peppers. He's rocking the just ate a ghost pepper look, and I'm here for it. The bell hasn't even rung. And Boris is already attacking Slaughter. Sarge retaliates with a boot to the face and a thumb to the eye, because why not? Larry's trying to keep up with the commentary, but the camera crew is having a meltdown, and we're suddenly treated to a shot of the crowd. Larry's all, there's a commotion, folks. While I'm over here thinking, yeah, and I'd rather be worried about the concession stand running out of beef sandwiches. There's waving a flag like a matador, taunting Boris with it. He floors Boris with a right hook, then decides to take a flying leap over the corner, landing somewhere near the warning track. I mean, what is this? A baseball game? Boris slams Slaughter on the grass, because why not sacrifice a little dignity at Comiskey Park? Larry's all about Slaughter's intense growl, but I'm more concerned about his massive jawline and the drool that's probably accumulating on his chin. Someone get this guy a bib stat? Boris Zhukov is unleashing a frenzy of fury on his opponent, pummeling him with reckless abandon as they brawl near the announcer's table. Larry Nelson, caught in the crossfire, is transfixed by the monitor in front of him, his eyes wide with wonder as if he's witnessing the end of the world unfold in real time. Meanwhile, Boris attempts a power slam, but his opponent slips out and sends him crashing to the grass, a move that's more Woodstock than wrestling. The action spills out of control, with Slaughter dishing out a flurry of moves: whip, drop kick, backdrop, and a running clothesline. Before Boris retaliates, sending the cameramen tumbling to the ground. As Slaughter tends to the referee, Boris loads up his elbow, ready to strike, but Slaughter cuts him off at the pass. The two wrestlers clash, with Slaughter delivering a razor-sharp move on the way down, leaving Boris reeling. The brawl spills over to Larry Nelson's position, with Zhukov landing a thunderous right hand that sends Slaughter. Then, in a bizarre display, Slaughter begins to bleed profusely, as if performing some sort of ancient ritual. Larry Nelson, still new to the world of wrestling, calls it like he sees it, completely unaware that he's breaking the fourth wall and blowing the cover off the business. The match descends into chaos, with Boris pulling out all the stops, biting, ramming Slaughter into the turnbuckle, and leaving him reeling. The referee finally calls it, declaring Slaughter the winner by disqualification in a match that lasted 9 minutes and 34 seconds. In a bizarre post-match promo, Slaughter transforms into a human billboard, shilling for G.I. Joe action figures with all the subtlety of a sledgehammer. It's a jarring reminder that in the HWA, even the most intense matches can devolve into crass commercialism. The American Wrestling Association's coup in signing Slaughter in 1985 was a major get, as he was one of the few WWF stars whose loss actually meant something financially. Zhukov, on the other hand, was a key team Russian wrestler, big and bald, but rarely a winner. Slaughter, naturally, was the America's champion, a title that seemed to disappear when he did. As the night wears on, the matches blend together in a haze of cheap finishes and punch-kick monotony. It's a slog, and this match was just another forgettable entry in a long, arduous night.